Good evening everyone, DRBMiller here. Thank you for joining us for our gaming industry news again. We are going to be looking at some of the hottest industry news as well as some of the special offers and bundles available for us today. As you know, this bulletin is a new program on our channel, and I'm intending to look at whatever has come to my desk in the course of the day for a briefly evening bulletin of the gaming industry news. Today we've had quite a few interesting bits arriving. We had some news on Just Cause 3, a bit of interesting details on Red Dead Redemption 2, and also we had some information on Battlefield 5 and Super Smash Bros. So let's start first of all with the news related to Just Cause 3. First of all, we were delighted to discover that Just Cause 3 was going to be available free right now on Xbox One. Be able to access it through the Xbox services. Microsoft had announced that Just Cause 3 is now available to play for free on Xbox One over the next few days. So, as we know, this is a pretty good timing, and seeing as how Just Cause 4 is out early next month, so it's absolute perfect timing. In fact, Just Cause 3 isn't exactly a short game though, so chances are that you probably will not be finishing it between now and Monday, which is when the free period ends. Or maybe you will, in which case that's going to be pretty good for you. The free trial will give you access to the full game, so that all 400 square miles of open world mayhem are ready to suck up. So if you do decide to take the plunge and snap up the full version, you can grab it at 70% off the usual asking price on the Microsoft Store. So that is a fantastic offer. Following this, November the 6th to November the 12th, we'll also see discounts of up to 90% off Just Cause 2, 70% off Just Cause 3, XXL, and up to 75% discount off the Just Cause 3 Air, Land and Sea Expansion Pass. So just remember, Just Cause is now also a backwards compatible game on Xbox One, so you can play the whole series on Microsoft flagship console. Also, Just Cause 4 is also getting a series of post-launch packs, so read more about them on the industry news. We've heard today that gaming site paid £1 million charity donation following Red Dead Redemption 2 leak. This is sort of quite interesting. We did not expect anything like that to rise, but Trusted Reviews has issued an apology to publisher Take-Two following the publication of the story earlier this year, leaking gameplay details on Red Dead Redemption 2. The article in question was published on February the 6th and featured information obtained from a confidential corporate document, in inverted commas, that mentioned a Battle Royale mode, along other details on the then upcoming Wild West title. Trusted Reviews has since removed the article and replaced it with an apology with a settlement fund of £1 million being directed to 3 charities of developer Rockstar Games' choosing. So their statement was, Take-Two takes security seriously and will take legal action against people or publications who leak confidential information. Developer Rockstar Games told Variety in a statement. Because this situation involved information about Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games directed these settlement funds to these 3 great charities: the American Indian College Fund, the American Prairie Reserve, and the First Nations Development Institute. On February the 6th, 2018, we published an article that was sourced from a confidential corporate document. We should have known this information was confidential and should have not published it. We unreservedly apologize to Take-Two Games, and we have undertaken not to repeat such actions ever again. We have also agreed to donate over £1 million to charities chosen by Take-Two Games, stated Trusted Reviews. As you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is out, and it just had just an amazing week, less than a week in fact, about 6 days so far in operation, and it has been so positively received by the reviewers and gamers alike. It broke all records, and its turnover for the first 3 days was the staggering $775 million. Well, what do you say to that? Insomnia Games' Sunset Overdrive looks set to arrive on PC in the near future, if rating by the ESRB is anything to go by, and we've heard that through Kotaku. This is the second time that Sunset Overdrive has been rated for PC, with the Korea's Game Rating Administration Committee listing the game back in May. The ESRB rating does not cough up any new information, although it seems pretty clear at this point that a PC port is definitely on the horizon. Sunset Overdrive was released on the Xbox One back in 2014 and was one of the first major exclusives for Microsoft's console in its initial launch year. Obviously there is no official confirmation by Microsoft at this point, although typically the ESRB has been on point when it comes to rating games ahead of a formal reveal. We also heard that Battlefield 5 will have 8 multiplayer maps for launch. Locations will include Norway and North Africa. DICE has confirmed that Battlefield 5 will feature 8 multiplayer maps when the game launches later this month. The maps are spread across 4 different locations, namely France, Holland, Norway and North Africa. The names are as follows: Twisted Steel, Arras, Narvik, Fjell 65, Rotterdam, Devastation, Hamada and Aerodrome. Battlefield 5's largest multiplayer map is Hamada, while the smallest conflict zone will be Fjell 65. As you know, Battlefield 5 ships on November the 20th, PlayStation 4, PC and Xbox One. The World War II shooter will receive a Battle Royale mode, Firestorm, in March of 2019. DICE also revealed this week that the game's paid-for currency will not be available in time for the game launch. We had some information on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate confirmed Ken, Incineroar and Piranha Plant. 74 fighters confirmed for the release day, but no Waluigi. Nintendo confirmed during its final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct broadcast that Street Fighter Ken is joining the roster alongside the feline Pokemon Incineroar. Ken is obviously very similar to Ryu, but he does not have a number of differences. Some of his moves set your enemies alight, he's faster than Ryu, and his Hadouken differs somewhat in terms of appearance. Incineroar, meanwhile, is a Pokemon that looks like it's been hitting the weights, but it's pretty hench and packs a mean punch. Fans may be probably familiar with it from the Sun and Moon series, and specializes in pro wrestling. Ken and Incineroar inclusions bring Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster to 74 at launch, and Waluigi is not included. But don't get upset, because Piranha Plant is coming to Smash at a post-launch and as a fully playable character. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate also introduces Spirit Fighters, who back up your characters in a battle. So there are several classes: Novice, Advanced, Aces and Legend. Only one primary can be assigned at a time and boost your character stats. Support spirits are also available to buff your primary spirit, giving them new abilities in the process. We talked earlier today about Castlevania, and Netflix apparently announced that there will be a 3rd season. Adi Shankar, produced on Netflix Castlevania show, has confirmed that the blood-sucking series has been officially greenlit for a 3rd season. Shankar confirmed the news in a post on Twitter, and comes not long after he teased a new series based on the popular video game series in the pipeline. It's rumoured to be The Legend of Zelda, but that remains still to be confirmed and seen. Castlevania has been a massive success with viewers, and Season 2 of the show kicked off just earlier this week. It is based on Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and featured a number of iconic characters that included Trevor Beaumont, Alucard, and of course the chief crime sucker, Dracula. Sadly, there do not seem to be any new Castlevania video games in the pipeline, although you can pick up Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood on PlayStation 4. So really very good news for all the fans of Castlevania series. We also heard that Sony is launching a massive sale for PlayStation Plus members, and non-subscribers can still enjoy discounts as well. So Sony has kicked off major European placements of a pretty extensive range of PlayStation titles. Even if you aren't a member, you can still get 30% off the usual asking price on hundreds of titles. Everyone who's been listening to our broadcast and the gaming industry news will be familiar that we have been indeed recommending some of those best titles already for a number of days, and we have been focused on several special offers and bundles as offered by PlayStation Plus, and we had identified some of the best titles for the Halloween sale, and also for those that can be bought together as a couple, and therefore you would get a 70% discount on those two titles. So the sale will run until November the 21st, and it offers savings on a wealth of popular titles, which include Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Collection, Call of Duty World War II, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Dishonored the Complete Collection, which I'm very interested in, Gran Turismo Sport, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, and Watch Dogs 2. In addition, Tekken 7 is the latest deal of the week, which lets you bag the fighting game sequel and its first season pass at a knockdown price. So if you want to find out more, then you can access the PlayStation blog, or you can simply go to the PlayStation app and all the titles will simply spring up on your screen. You can also expect plenty of price saving opportunities over the next month or so, as we got Black Friday coming and Cyber Monday coming up. So keep your eyes peeled on the offers and the news. Phantom Halls finally left early access with new content. Features unlockable Ash Williams as well. Incendium Games has announced that Phantom Halls, a game that is awesomely described as a mashup of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Scooby-Doo, has packed its bags and left early access after 18 months. If you haven't been keeping up with Phantom Halls, it's a side-scrolling game that sees a bunch of teenagers from a high school cult studios club slugging it out with various creatures inside a procedurally generated haunted mansion. While you can play the game solo, there obviously more of an emphasis on cooperative play here, as the teens will need to work together to make it through the night. If you do go it alone, however, you can gain control of the entire group. Phantom Horse version 1 features plenty of content to tuck into, and includes a story, quests, a meaty progression system, and even the chance to unlock characters such as Ash Williams from The Evil Dead for your team. One of the most popular bits of news on Twitter today, which I've seen pasted literally everywhere, was related to Fortnite, and Fortnite updated 6.21 at Balloons. It introduced a new way to get some airtime in the shape of balloons. It's pretty simple, you blow them up and away you go. So you can see people floating around with balloons, but it works pretty well, and it's quite easy to imagine that it will be amusing to pop somebody's balloon by shooting them, which of course people will be doing a lot. Meanwhile, the Fortniters beg your pardon. Meanwhile, the Fortnightmares event will wrap up on November the 4th, so there's still time to complete the challenges and earn yourself the Dark Engine Glider for Fortnite Battle Royale. In addition to that, Save the World version of Epic Games Shooter has added Dim Mac Igor to the roster, allowing you to lob smoke bombs at enemies. He looks a bit like a Plague Doctor and can resist damage using his Shadow Stance ability. The last bit of news we received in the afternoon through the buyers is related to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We understand that the latest update will also include a free quest. So Ubisoft has basically released Assassin's Creed Odyssey Update 106, and it's still a bit of a whopper with 4.1 gigabytes on consoles. It's quite a lot of new content to get through here. It includes the first in the 7-part Lost Tales of Greece missions, titled The Show Must Go On. Elsewhere, the update includes the option of auto-crafting regular arrows, where you have sufficient resources, as well as an improved mercenary menu that better displays unlocked ranks and associated rewards. The update also adds a bunch of quality of life tweaks to quests and character AI, although some of them contain some minor story spoilers, so they have not been really listed and examined as yet. If you don't mind reading them, then you can obviously look at the patch notes, which are displayed online. Assassin's Creed Odyssey launched on PlayStation 4, PC and Xbox One on October the 5th, and it has been very, very well received by the fans. So these are the news which were received today in the afternoon from various news portals. We are going to present you now with a number of special offers and bundles that are currently available online. As you know, we focused on the PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Store. They have some absolutely amazing offers at present, and we are going to be looking at those available today. The Halloween offers will expire by midnight, and therefore it's definitely worth checking and considering some of those wonderful titles offered on massive discounts. The game I'm going to buy today, which I absolutely love, and I've seen recently in my local CEX store, in actually that special edition, is Life is Strange Before the Storm. The physical copy of Deluxe Edition contains a big book, which is hardback, and it does contain lots of different illustrations and concept art, together with facts and figures on the game, the developers' interviews, etc. And also, if I'm not mistaken, it does have a CD with its music and all the other niceties which you would expect from that sort of special edition. But this one, available online, is offered on a price of $7.99, which is about 60 to 70% off, considering that the original price is £25. And it contains a whole lot of extras. So you will get the main game, episodes 1 to 3. You will get bonus episode Farewell, and you will be able to play one last time as a young Max Caulfield. Special bonus episode. Everybody's familiar, I guess, with Max Caulfield if you played the game. Exclusive new mixtape mode. You'll be able to design your own playlist from the Life is Strange licensed soundtrack, and then you can listen to it alongside the cinematic scene from the game. So listen to this. You will design your own playlist from the Life is Strange licensed soundtrack. That is absolutely awesome, and a great gift to all fans. Also, you get the exclusive outfit pack, change up clothes look from 3 new complete outfits. They will include Punk Doe, Hot Dog Man, and Illuminati outfits. So definitely a game I'm going to be getting today before midnight on the price of $7.99. God of War 3 Remastered I acquired a couple of months ago through PlayStation Plus, and it was given to us subscribers for free, which obviously was greatly appreciated. This game is also available for special offers today. I cannot access the price due to the fact that I purchased the game already, but definitely have a look. It is a wonderful game, and if you can get it today, you will save 73%. Resident Evil 4 is available on the price of $6.49. Resident Evil 5 available on the same price. Resident Evil 6 also $6.49, and then you can get some banned footage, number 1 and number 2, on the price of $3.99 and $6.19. So really offered on very, very good prices. The other game I'm getting today, I should say, not just one but rather 3 games that belong to the same series, are Metro Redux, Metro 2033 Redux, and Metro Last Night Redux. All of those you can get for $4.19 if you were to be purchasing them today. So it is a massive, massive discount of 75% on all 3 of those. Bioshock The Collection, available on the price of $11.99. Again, you will save 73% on the game. Prey, the fabulous FPS game, save 66%, and you will get it on the price of $9.99. If you are a great Dishonored fan, you can get it in a bundle together with Dishonored 2 on the price of $19.99. You can get the Resident Evil triple pack on the price of $11.99. Resident Evil Revelations 2 Deluxe Edition for only $7.39. The Deluxe Origins bundle, $7.99. Divinity Original Sin Beautifully Enhanced Edition, $7.99. You save 77%. And then one game that I really quite like, and I want to obviously check it out, is Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, available on the price of $6.49. Only today. If you buy it, you will save 59%. Then we have some games like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture on $3.99, Hidden Agenda on $7.99. The game that's had somewhat mixed reviews, but I also would like to play it, Murdered Soul Suspect, only $2.49. So this is a clear bargain. You save 84% on the game. The Evil Within, $7.39, and the Evil Within Season Pass, $4.99, giving you the discount of 53 or 37% consecutively. Outlast Whistleblower is available for $2.49. Soma you can get for $5.79. Dead Rising Frank's Big Package Bundle, $17.74. Dead Rising the entire game, Dead Rising 2, giving you savings of 68%. You can get it on the price of $4.99. Skyforge Grove Walker's Collector's Edition, $17.39. And you have lots of different bits and pieces there related to Skyforge, such as Bundle, Quick Play Pack, Necromancer, Revenant Quick Play Pack, Astro Charms Weapon Pack. All of those are available until midnight tonight on the discount between 15 and 45%. So as you can see, there are lots of different games available, and I would just advise everybody to go and have a look at the Halloween sale offered through the PlayStation Store, and all these titles can be found there. Beware of the fact that the Halloween sale ends tonight at 2400 hours, which means if you are interested in any of these games, you definitely need to be looking at them ASAP, because by midnight they all will be gone. Dead Island Definitive Collection Bundle is offered on the price of $9.99, so you'll save 60%. Lots of other bundles and special editions of Resident Evil offered on very good prices, varying from $2.49 to $11.99. And the list just simply goes on and on and on. Anybody who's interested in Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition, you can get it on the price of $4.99. I got it on Twitch a little while back, free of charge. It was given as a gift, but a very good game, and with very interesting concepts, so definitely worth catching up and investigating if you can get it tonight. Dead Nation Apocalypse Edition, available on the price of $3.29. What Remains of Edith Finch. This is a very good game and available tonight on the price of $7.99. And the list goes on. So these are the special offers that I advise you to investigate by the midnight tonight, because obviously they all will be discontinued afterwards. And I will just briefly give you some ideas on what you can get on Steam as well. Steam is also running their Halloween sales, which are ending tonight, and there are some very interesting PC games there. Definitely very much of interest to everyone. But I think Steam had already discontinued the Halloween sales. We did have them earlier on today, and we had advertised several of those bundles, but it looks like they had discontinued already. So if you were listening to our program in the morning, then hopefully you would have gone and purchased some of those wonderful PC games offered on such low prices, but it looks like they had been discontinued. Amongst the games currently available on Steam, the ones that really catch our eye are the following games: Strange Brigade, offered on 33% discount, and that is for the price of £26.79. We have Phantom Doctrine, and that is offered on the price of 25% discount, and the price will be £23.24 after the discount was applied. Dark Souls 3 Deluxe Edition, £17.99. And we have lots of other games which are offered on their standard prices. Amongst those which are definitely of interest are the games like Friday the 13th, the game. We got it on PlayStation Now for free last month, but Steam is offering game on the price of £29.99. And then we have games like Kerbal, Destination Dungeon, we have Maple Story 2, we have AR War, we have Dota, which is always free to play, but inviting everybody to join, and so on and so forth. Plenty of interesting games on Steam as well. First of all, I'd like to invite you still to go back to the Halloween sales and 70% off sales, which are run on PlayStation Store today. Definitely probably the best titles on offer. You have still about 4 to 5 hours to complete the purchase, and therefore you can acquire a very large library of great titles on very, very low prices. So, on that note, we will bring this broadcast to its conclusion. I hope that you will indeed go and explore some of those titles, and that you will find some of my comments and recommendations of assistance. I would also like to invite you to our baby stream of Elder Scrolls Online. We are going to commence with that stream very, very shortly, and we are hoping to build a large community of viewers through our channel for that game as well, in addition to Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, which so far have been very, very successful. I hope you had a very, very good day, and I wish you a pleasant, peaceful and entertaining evening tonight. I wish you all a very good night, and hope to see you later in our online streams, which will be focused today on Elder Scrolls and on Destiny 2. Thank you so much for watching, also for coming here to my channel. I wish you all a very good night.